Guys, welcome to the Eala McNally third round live stream. And I'm currently also streaming the Fonseca Ruud match. Fonseca up 7-6-3-1. It's about to hold 40-15. And as soon as the Ruud Fonseca match is over, we'll turn that stream off and we'll only have one stream going, the Eala McNally match. So I'm going to commentate on both matches as they're going on. Eala and McNally have not started yet. Still warming up, hitting serves. Let me just double check here. If we got this one working. Double check here. All right, I think it works. We got two streams at the same time, guys. Isn't that cool? How cool is that? High tech. High tech operation here, but if you saw the beginning of this, it was an absolute disaster. I had Lucy on my lap for some reason. She never sits on my lap. And like, what? I don't know how old she is. I think she's 9. Yeah. 8 or 9 years old. This is maybe the first time or second time she's ever jumped on my lap. Can you imagine? And it was, everything was completely out of order here. Camera wasn't working, and then I forgot to turn my mic on. And there's a very strong hold from Fonseca. He's up 4-1 in the second set. Fonseca did not play well early in the first set. Was in danger of losing his serve in the first two service games. Saved 15-40 in both of them. Then actually lost serve, broke back, and started serving better. Down 3-5 in the tiebreak. Won the tiebreak with some clutch tennis. And second set, he's been on fire. Up this game big time. And he's 2 games away from taking out Casper Ruud again after he had beaten him in Roland Garros. Eala serving first. And it starts with a forehand winner. 15-love. Eala on fire early here. Big serve down the tee from Eala. Forehand cross-court. McNally slices. And Eala misses a forehand, 15-all. McNally might be a tricky opponent for Eala. She plays a little different style than what's commonly, encountered on the WTA Tour. She'll slice her backhand more than other players. She'll come to the net. Very versatile player. Great doubles player. Two-time US Open finalist. Once with Coco Gauff and then once with Taylor Townsend, I think. Yeah. Two-time US Open finalist. Number 10 in the world in doubles. Also top 50 player in singles. And 15-30 on the Eala serve. A little bit of trouble right off the bat here for Eala. Double fault. I got 15-40. You don't just take out Noskova. You got to be a big-time player to be able to take out Noskova, even though Noskova wasn't at the top of her game. So it's going to be a tough match for Eala. Plus, she's played a lot of tennis. Even played doubles here with Venus. They lost yesterday in straight sets, but Alex has been on the court a lot. And there's a clean forehand down the line winner from McNally. And there's the break. McNally up 1-0. Wow, what a return from Fonseca. He's playing exceptional tennis in the second set. Out of the whole draw, I would think it would be so interesting if Fonseca can break through here and win a ATP 1000. He's won a ATP 500. He's won a 250. He's won a 500. If he can win 1000, I feel like it's a golden opportunity, but he's got a humongous roadblock ahead of him if he comes through this. With Ben Shelton, that's going to be tough. And here comes the danger from McNally. Eala is returning. And a very good return from Eala, but McNally with some great defense. It's a good open stance defensive backhand. Gets a little fortunate because it clips the tape, and Eala cannot control the volley because of it. Almost got it though. Eala's got good hands up there, good reflexes. 15 love. Back in return goes long from Eala, 30 love. How is Fonseca against lefties? That could be a factor. That's a great question, Dave. I don't know. I don't know. I would have to think now and check some head-to-head stats. Here's the second serve from McNally. Let's see if Eala can attack. Nice forehand return from Eala, inside in, inside out, and she overpowers McNally, 30-15. Beautiful forehand for Casper Ruud there, inside out winner off a nice wide serve. Ruud holds. 4-2. Fonseca up a break, 7-6, 4-2. McNally serving up 1 love. She already has a break, 30-15. Nice forehand from Eala, and she's starting to put a lot of pressure on McNally. And she's starting to lift her legs. That's a good sign if you're an Eala fan. That's a ritual that she's been doing in Washington. When she hits a winner where she's playing well, she started lifting her legs. It's a good sign there from Eala. Starting to dictate play, 30 all. Don't sleep on Menchik. I would never sleep on Menchik. I talked about it yesterday in the live stream. I think he's another guy that could add his second ATP 1000 title. There's a down the line return winner from Eala, and it's break point just like that, from 30 love to 30-40. Wow, that's some return there. Very clean. Fonseca up 30 love. Serving exceptionally well in the second set. Down the line forehand from Eala. Good defense from Katie McNally. Hanging in there, but she can't control her backhand. Too much pressure from Eala, and she breaks back. 1 all. She is such a good returner. It's incredible to watch. Truly incredible to watch. a beautiful down-the-line backhand winner from Fonseca. That down-the-line backhand has been clicking today. He also hit some incredible winners cross-court with his backhand. But the down-the-line is one of the best in the world. He's got an incredible backhand. 40-15. Ace for Eala, 15 all. And there's a nice hold right there for Fonseca. Up 5-2, one game away from reaching the 4th round. And one game away from the blockbuster showdown against Ben Shelton, last year's champion. Eala misses a forehand from the middle of the court into the net, 15-30. Again, you guys in the chat on the Fonseca Ruud match, you know, early, the first game of the first set, I started the poll and 79% got it right. I will never get over how accurate the chat is. You guys are indeed tennis experts. Beautiful serve and cross-court backhand winner from Eala, 30 all. Takes that backhand so early. Big point right here, 30 all on the Eala serve. And that forehand from McNally is very, very good. Very clean technique. Beautiful cross-court forehand winner. 30-40, breakpoint chance for McNally. This would be the 3rd consecutive break in this set. And double fault for Eala, and there it is, the 3rd consecutive break, guys. McNally up 2-1. Some monster forehand there from Casper Ruud, 15 love. No, Fonseca had that forehand pass. He was there with plenty of time, but dumps it into the net. 30 love. Yeah, this will be tough for Eala, guys. This will not be an easy match, far from it. This will be tricky. The key for Eala in this one is finding the defensive backhand from McNally. That's going to be the key. So like opening up the court with that forehand cross court is going to be crucial. That's a very strong lob there from McNally. There's that slice. She does go for the slice quite frequently on the backhand. And this time it's a short slice, brings the Eala in, who misses that little forehand chip. 15 love. So McNally is giving Eala different looks than what she's seen over the last week and a half in Washington and here. Different style of tennis. Second serve from McNally. That's a strong return from Eala. Takes it early. Backhand ripped cross court. Cross court again, but goes long. Fist bump from McNally. 30 love. And Casper Ruud holds, and it's Fonseca serving for the match. 5-3 in the second set. He won the first set 7-6. Fonseca absolutely demolishing his forehands. Way too much pressure to deal with for Ruud. Hits a very comfortable inside-out forehand winner from outside the singles line. No, it doesn't matter. He's got so much firepower. 164 kilometers an hour on that forehand. 15 love. Fonseca on fire in the second set. But there he is. He misses the backhand into the net. 15 all. McNally up 40 love on her serve. And double fault there. 40-15. Serve and volley from Fonseca. The entire court is open for Ruud, and he takes advantage of it. 15-30. Will Ruud be able to break back and stay in this match? You guys remember against Djokovic, Fonseca hit those consecutive aces deep in that fifth set, in the last game of the fifth set. I think it was like 3 aces in a row. That was one of the coolest things I've seen this entire season, to be honest with you. So maybe he'll pull off something like that again here. McNally with the hold up 3-1 on Eala. There's a big serve from Fonseca. Ruud overhits the return, 30 all. And Fonseca dumps that first serve into the net. And Fonseca pumps himself up after that backhand miss from Casper Ruud, and it's match point Fonseca. You can see how much this means to Fonseca. This is a big match for him. And Eala with a nice put away volley at the net, 15 love. Down 1-3 in the first set to McNally. Match point Fonseca. Rips that forehand to the backhand corner off Ruud, who was standing there in that backhand corner, and deflects the backhand down the line. Fonseca loses his balance on the next shot. Misses his forehand, and it's 40 all. And there's the match point for Fonseca. Humongous serve. Second match point. It's a kick serve on the first serve. It's a short forehand, an easy down the line forehand winner. And Fonseca takes out Casper Ruud 7-6, 6-3. He is pumped. That's a big win for Fonseca right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, Casper had chances in that first set. He certainly did. He had chances in the first set. And it would have been a different match, of course. Eala 40-15 on her serve. Important to keep this within one break because Eala can always break back. So this first set is going to be very interesting here. Anybody who's in the Ruud Fonseca live stream, I'm going to give you a link here that you can click on, and I want you to join me in the Eala McNally stream, okay? So just click on the link and hop over to the other stream, and just click this link right here. Just give me 1 second. All right, guys, so here. Hold on 1 second. All right, guys, here. Click this link and follow me over to the other stream, okay? Just click that right there. And we're going to turn this one off, and we're going to focus on the Eala McNally match now that this one is over. Okay, guys? You take it easy. Okay, hold on. Make sure I don't turn the wrong one off. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. This is Fonseca Ruud. All right. This one we can end. All right. And now we got this one here. 1 second, guys. We are almost set up, guys. Just give me 1 sec. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, guys, there we are. We're ready to rock and roll over here. This one. Okay, we're good. We are good. Just 1 second here. All right, there we are. Eala McNally. And this can be turned off now. Beautiful. And all the focus is on Eala McNally. And it is 3-2, only one break. As you guys know, Eala, very dangerous on the return of serve. So that was a huge hold right there. At down 1-3. And here right away, love 15. All right. Ah, man, come on, hold on a second here. Backhand error from McNally, love 30. There's going to be a chance right here for Eala. 1 second, I want to get out of here and go on the live from Toronto because it's going to be quicker. There it is. All right, we're all set, guys. Now we are all set right here. We are all set. Love 40. There it is. 3 breakpoint chances for Eala to get back on serve. And there it is. Back on serve in the first set. Eala breaks back to love. And now it's all about consolidating this break of serve. I think the first point always is crucial. Getting that one makes a big difference. Nice forehand there from Eala. Strong forehands from McNally as well. Eala really ripping that backhand slice. Nice forehand from McNally. Drop shot from McNally. Eala runs it down. And backhand overhead with 2 hands from Eala. 15 love. Eala is pumped. Crowd going crazy. A little bit too vocal though inside the rally. The crowd got to be careful with that. Understandable excitement there, no doubt about it, but you know, we gotta keep it quiet during the point as much as possible. Simone, please don't do that. Don't lay there, please. That's a little bit of a miss hit from McNally there on the return. Eala runs it down though. Her movement has gotten a lot better. Backhand cross-court rip from Eala. Chip backhand from Eala. And a very strong rally from McNally. That rhymes. 15 all. That's a good question, Pete. Who on the WTA Tour is like Djokovic that can use the opponent's supporters to his advantage? I think Sabalenka is one. Yeah, maybe. But it's hard to compare Sabalenka's mental abilities to Djokovic's. I think they're nowhere near. But yeah, maybe her, but maybe Coco. I think Coco is very, very strong mentally. It's hard. I don't think there's anyone on the WTA Tour that could get the crowd against them so much. Just a nice forehand drop shot from Eala off a low ball. Eala playing a lot better now. She's into this match more now, more intensity. That's a good question, Pete. I don't think it's applicable though because, yeah, I mean, can you think of anyone who's like, who the crowd is really against on the WTA Tour? I can't. Putintseva, yeah, for sure. I think you're right, Putintseva, yes. And she does use the crowd to her favor sometimes. But, you know, we can't really discuss Putintseva in that sense where it's comparable to anything that Djokovic does. Eala draws the error from McNally, another strong point, 40-15. I think generally the crowd likes Ostapenko unless it's some specific circumstances. See, I think Ostapenko is generally liked I don't think she's disliked. I think there's a lot of Ostapenko fans out there. Of course, there were some matches where, you know, she misbehaved, and certainly there's been examples of poor sportsmanship too with Ostapenko, but people do enjoy watching Ostapenko play. Backhand error from Eala, 40-30. Forehand down the line from Eala. And what a good backhand volley there. Two-handed, such a clean technique. Jimmy Connors style. He also had a two-handed backhand lefty volley. Okay, guys, just please give me 1 sec. Stay right here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, okay? La 40. Return a serve from Eala on fire right now. 3 breakpoint chances to break for a second consecutive time. Ooh, Eala almost makes it. A little bit wide, spectacular rally there. 1540. Eala with a forehand inside in return. And she sails the backhand long, 30-40. What a return from Eala there. Inside in, backhand return winner on break point. Can you imagine? Just absolutely rips that return. It's a clean winner off of it. And break Eala, 5-3 first set. Incredible. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. The cats appreciate it. The cats appreciate it. Incredible. I mean, to be able to pull that off on break point, I mean, it's not the first time she's done it, obviously. It's been returning like this for a long time, and I've been saying this for 2 years now. One of the best, if not the best, returner on the WTA Tour. Forever 25 is off work. Finally, Forever 25. You get to hang out. Forehand error from Eala. Did not have to be open stance, that particular one. The ball was too far away from her. Should have stepped up to that one. Love 15. Break consolidation has been a lot better from Eala in recent times, but still something that she has to watch out for. Slice backhand from McNally. She comes in through the middle of the court, and the absolute cleanest backhand volley you'll see on the WTA Tour from McNally. One-handed too, which is not that common on the WTA Tour. That's why I say McNally is a dangerous player, because she'll throw in looks that players are not accustomed to. I can envision McNally being a top 30 player. Highest ranking was 50 in the world. I can see her going higher if she can stay healthy. Injuries have plagued her. Missed a big chunk with wrist problems, reoccurring problems. Kept re-injuring the wrist. I think she missed 2 years, if I remember correctly. Simone, please don't bite. Simone, who do you think is going to win? You watching the match, buddy? Backhand approach shot from Eala. And Simone, what is it, man? Come on, dude. $30 all. Nice forehand from Eala. And there's an inside-out forehand winner from McNally. Forehand is so clean. Great technique. What a forehand right there. That's textbook right there. Beautiful forehand from McNally. 30-40. Oh, ATX Super Dave says it's elbow, not wrist. Okay, yes. You're right. I don't remember correctly what it was. I have to read up on it. I read up on it once and it was brutal to read. But yeah, if you say elbow, I trust you. I would have to read up on it again. Forehand return from McNally. She comes to the net. Backhand pass from Eala. Cross-court winner. Saves break point. And it's 40 all. That shot has gotten better. Okay, Dave. It's confirmed it was the elbow. Thank you for the info. Thank you for the correction. Ace from Eala on 40 all. What a time to throw in the ace. What a time to throw in the ace. Slice serve from Eala. And McNally overhits the return. First set goes to Eala. Very important first set. She was down a break in this one. And guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, okay? Second set underway. McNally serving first, and you better believe Eala has learned from her mistakes at the Washington tournament, where in the first 3 rounds she won the first set. Had a little bit of a dip in the second. I expect her to come out very, high intensity early in this second set and get the break right away off the McNally serve. Or at least try to get the break. Don't expect an easy hold here from McNally. There it is, down the line forehand winner from Eala. Love 15. Somebody wrote a comment on my latest wrap-up video, that this person did not like Eala's demeanor on the court because it's like all serious, and it used to not be that way, but I have to say, I don't mind this demeanor. She's like locked in, her game face is on. She's not smiling a lot during the match. She's looking serious out there, but she's focused on the match. She's focused on winning. Her performances have been some of the best of her career, if not the best of her career. Playing the best tennis of her career for sure. And she for sure smiles after the match right away, so I don't have any problem with her demeanor. She's just locked into the match. Like I said, the game face is on. As is not a negative thing at all. Forehand drop shot from Eala. McNally comes in, slides into the ball, lob from Eala on the line. McNally gets it back. And an incredible forehand from McNally inside in. That forehand is something else from McNally. One of my favorite forehands on WTA Tour, stylistically speaking. The McNally forehand. It's really nice, the technique. (30-15). Eala misses the return, 40-15. Second serve from McNally. Opportunity here for Eala to be aggressive. And she certainly is. Down the line backhand return. Comes to the net. Backs up a little bit. Doesn't take that ball out of the air. Lets it bounce. It's a down the line forehand that wasn't the greatest. McNally had a look there, but frames her forehand. Misses it wide, 40-30. For anyone just tuning in, Eala won the first set 6-3. First game of the second set. McNally serving 40-30. And a wonderful forehand from McNally. Inside out winner from the middle of the court. McNally holds, pumps her fist. And she's up 1-love in the second set. Guys, just a heads up. Follow me on Instagram. It's @IntuitiveTennis. And I got something cool going on right now on Instagram. For the next 7 days, I have a giveaway from Babolat. I have this huge box that I'm giving away. In the box is a Babolat Pure Aero 2026 model, a racket. There's also shoes that you're gonna get. Down the line winner from Eala. Previous ball clipped the net a little bit. Eala apologizes. She's a class act out there on the court. Great sports womanship or sportsmanship. But back to the giveaway. You can get this box, but you have to enter to be drawn as the winner by following Intuitive Tennis and Babolat USA on Instagram. On that post, you have to like it and you have to tag 2 people in the comments. Do it. If you want me to, I can link it here. Another down the line forehand winner from Eala. That forehand is clicking right now, and there she does the leg lifting thing. That's a good sign when she does that. It's a ritual. It's a ritual that she does after she wins the point. And we got 30-love. Big serve from Eala. Forehand drop shot. McNally comes in. Eala with a little angle. The shot, forehand shot. What a little shot from Eala there. She got a full repertoire of strokes. Incredible. So versatile. It's so nice to see this different game style on the WTA Tour. A full repertoire of shots. And also being a lefty. And also credit to McNally, who also plays a different game style. That's what I mean. You know, the WTA Tour is so versatile. There's so many different types of players. You know, the WTA haters will often say, oh, everybody plays the same, the WTA is so boring. No. There's so many different players. There's the Ito from Japan. It's like very quirky. There's you got the Tatiana Maria style, Laura Siegemund style. Great hold there from Eala to love. You got the players with the big games, with the big serves and the big forehands. They can also kick the serve, like Janice Chen. Heavy forehands. You got these type of players. Then you got the classic huge ball strikers, the tall players like Rybakina. Also include Korneva, who won today. She took out Jovic. Korneva is an up-and-comer. She plays very similar to Rybakina, big hitter. She will play against... let me try to remember. Who is she playing next? She plays next against... Goff, I think. Is it Goff? Yeah, I think it might be Goff. Korneva Goff. I don't know. Confirm, so I don't have to look it up. Backhand return winner off a serve and volley for Eala, love 15. Backhand slice from Eala, not a bad miss because that thing clipped the top of the net, 15 all. Again, a change up for Eala. So yeah, the WTA is like in a really good place. There's a lot of different type of players. If you're honest with yourself, just like I said in my video yesterday, what's creating more buzz right now? Is it the Toronto tournament, the WTA one, or the Montreal tournament, the ATP one? What's creating more buzz? What's like more exciting to watch? Which one has the better matchups, the more exciting matchups? I would say it's definitely Toronto. I'm sorry. There's no one in the top 9 left on the men's side. And certainly it's exciting and it's entertaining. It's going to be fun to see who's going to come through. Fonseca played great today. Maybe he can do it. Maybe Hodar can do it. Maybe Menchik. Maybe Shelton again. And certainly Shelton against Fonseca will be a blockbuster. But it's just so much. There's so many storylines on the WTA Tour. You got Korneva now in the mix. You got so many up-and-coming players like a Bartunkova too. Is so fun to watch. I don't know, there's different styles, different players. Top of the game, rock solid with multiple Grand Slam champions at the very top. And then single Grand Slam champions right behind. Like everything's in order and everything's... The generations like are coming, like you got the next gen WTA. You got the generation also under them now, the younger ones even. It's incredible. There's a double fault for McNally, 30 all. She better be careful. Al Petit says, I expect Eala to run out of gas at some point. You could make that statement. It could certainly happen. But also, Eala is an exceptional athlete. I think she can rattle off 2 consecutive tournaments, like going deep in 2 consecutive tournaments. I don't think that's going to be a problem for her. McNally with a nice wide serve. Just the fact that she entered doubles here and that she played doubles, she didn't pull out. It tells you she's got plenty of gas left in the tank. They did lose though, her and Venus yesterday in straight sets. Huge forehand from Eala. She comes in, backhand volley, put away cross court, and it's 40 all. So aggressive, Eala. Takes the ball early and is not afraid to attack the net and clean up there at the net. 2 hands to 1 technique. Old school Jimmy Connors style backhand volley. 2-handed. Drop shot from McNally, very strong. Eala gets to it, but a beautiful backhand cross-court volley from McNally. And it's add in. So if Eala wins this tournament, should she skip Cincy? I'm thinking do skip and recover. I don't think it would look that far ahead. I mean, that's tough to say. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think one rule to follow. If you're on a streak, you just keep going. Because the thing is, if there's a 2-week break, it'll be a 3-week break if she doesn't play Cincy, right? That streak, it can cool off if you take 3 weeks off of no matches before the US Open. So I think even if she wins this, she should play Cincinnati. And even if she loses there, it's better than not having played it. Long rally here. Eala playing some good defense on the backhand side. Backhand cross court. Down the line forehand from McNally. Very strong. Add in. It was a high level rally right there. Eala challenging the call. It was a very tight forehand, but it was inside the line there. Way in. And it's add in. Game point for McNally. Double fault, or back to deuce. What's with Eala lifting her thigh after every rally? Is there anything going on with her hamstring? She was bandaged in DC. No. And she's mostly doing it after she wins points. It's just a ritual that she's doing. She was also bandaged in Wimbledon, so I'm not saying that there's nothing, but I'm mostly seeing that leg lifting thing after she wins points. Like right there. It's just a ritual that she's doing. And I wouldn't be too concerned about that. There's a forehand error off a very strong return from Eala. And here's a break point chance. If she gets the break here, Eala could break this second set wide open. Second serve, it's a huge opportunity right here for Eala. Double fault, and there's a break for Eala. Yeah, McNally threw in 3 doubles in that game. But again, you know, that's something that's very common. See, it's 4 double faults overall for McNally, but it's very common for the opponents of Eala to double fault more than what they're accustomed to, because that second serve return is so incredibly aggressive. And you feel the pressure constantly because she also gets a lot of your first serves back in play with some quality returns, not necessarily winners, but quality returns. So it's very hard to get free points off Eala, and it's just like mentally very difficult to deal with Eala returning your serve. So you start panicking a little bit, start increasing the speed on the second, and all of a sudden you're committing double faults. So I've been seeing this from a lot of opponents from Eala. A lot of opponents have committed more double faults than I normally see from them. So Eala now up a break in the second set, 2-1. Let's see if she can consolidate. I do expect her to. And she's going to try to get another break. I think she could steamroll this second set. You know, so far, if you look at the score line, 6-3, 2-1, looks like an easy match, but it's far from it. This has been a very tight match, very contested. And McNally was up a break in that first set. So this has been tight. Yeah, McNally was up 3-1 in that first set. And McNally, the winner of this, could potentially face Townsend in the second round because she's up a set on Bencic. Won the first set 7-6. And that would be an interesting match. Eala, Townsend, two lefties playing against each other. That'd be fun to watch. Beautiful forehand volley from Eala. Way to sneak into the net there. Exceptional footwork in transition there. 15-love. Eala is in Miami. That's great. Miami's a great town. Enjoy yourself. Where in Miami are you? Are you on the beach or are you in downtown, Brickell? Where are you at? Oh, of course, don't reveal it. Don't dox yourself if you don't want to. Slice backhand from McNally. She comes in. And a beautiful little half volley from McNally. Eala runs it down, but misses her forehand cross court. South Beach is the spot. South of 5th, my favorite part of South Beach. South of 5th. Some great restaurants over there. Go to the South Beach Pier. Get to look at the cruise ships go by. Beautiful area. Strong return from McNally. Forehand cross-court, backhand chip from Eala. McNally with that easy backhand down the line winner. Eala was running the wrong way. Not the wrong way, but the other way, let's say. $15-30. McNally with a couple of very strong points. I am in Florida, Southeast Florida. First serve on the line from Eala, forehand cross court, slice backhand from McNally. Down the line backhand from Eala, another slice backhand from McNally, forehand cross court from Eala. That's what I recommended as a tactic early in the match. That Eala should open up that court. I'm sorry, I was distracted here. I thought it was out of battery on the computer. I'm not. That would be a disaster. I'm good. Because that will expose the slice backhand from McNally. And while I do think the slice is good, McNally, I don't think Eala necessarily has a problem returning slice, because she gets down low so well on the ball. And backhand return error from McNally, 40-30. Your favorite part of Miami is Wynwood. You love Art Basel. Yeah, Wynwood is great, although the locals, they're tired of Wynwood because it's changing to the worst, you know. Wynwood used to be a trendy thing like 10 years ago. And now, a lot of people are going to Little River, which is supposedly going to be the new Wynwood in a few years. Because Wynwood is getting overdeveloped. And it's losing its charm a little bit. But still, for sure, a cool place to go. Some good restaurants, good coffee shops. And Art Basel, of course, that's a thing for itself. If you're into that type of stuff, that's cool. Backhand down the line from Eala. Back in cross court on the line. Down the line backhand. She's spreading the ball nicely. She's going cross court down the line. McNally with a strong forehand. That forehand is so good from McNally. Unbelievable forehand from McNally off an angled backhand shot. She hit that forehand from outside the doubles alley. Maybe the best forehand I've seen all tournament. I'm not kidding you. That forehand from McNally is something else. Look at this. Outside the doubles alley, she hits a curler down the line winner. Incredible shot there. Reverse finish. Awesome forehand. You go on paddleboarding around south of 5th? No, I've never been paddleboarding in South Beach. I paddleboard up in Palm Beach County. I have a spot. I always use the same spot. It's amazing. But I do paddleboarding in the coastals too, in different spots. But I've been paddleboarding in Miami too, at Oleta Park, but never in South Beach. Inside out forehand return from McNally, and a let court winner from McNally. Fortunate there, and she breaks back. 2-all. Wow, what a game there. I don't think Eala played poorly there. It's just that McNally stepped up her game big time and delivered some incredible tennis. That's tough luck there on break point, huh? That hurts really bad. You see that ball just kind of dribble over to your side. Second serve from McNally. I'd like to see McNally's ranking to go like in the top 30. I think she's highly capable of getting there. Let's take a look where she is ranking-wise. Eala overhits her forehand. And now she's lifting her leg. It's more concerning. She's retying her shoe. Maybe there's something in her shoe. She's taking her shoe off, walking on her socks. Maybe there's something in her shoe. I don't know. That's weird. She took her shoe off and is walking around barefoot. Eala rocking the Vapor. What are those? The Vapor 12s? Right now, McNally's ranked 70 in the world. She'll go up to 66 after this. Chip return from Eala. Forehand down the line from McNally. Moonball Eala. And McNally misses an overhead. The lights are brutal at night. So lob. And McNally's saying to her coach, I can't see anything. I think that's what she said. What are your favorite shoes? Nike, all different kinds, but my favorite tennis shoe of all time from Nike is the Zoom Vapor 9 or 9.5. Even the 10 is okay. But the original Zoom Vapor, drop shot, gets stuck on the top of the net there from McNally. That almost made it over. 15-30. You know, last week, I really thought McNally was going to win the tournament in Memphis. She was there, but she ended up losing to Luitova, who was in the final. She was in the final, and she actually won the whole thing. She was a 16-year-old. She lost to her, 3-4. And I thought that was the type of tournament that McNally had a good chance of winning. Wimbledon, she lost in the second round. Made the quarters in Eastbourne, second round, Nottingham, quarters, Hertogenbosch, second round, Roland Garros, second round, Rome, fourth round, Madrid, second round, Rouen. I mean, she's had a pretty decent season. And you can just see how tough it is. She's only ranked 70. It's hard on the WTA Tour these days. Like, you need a big result to go up there. There's a breakpoint chance for Eala. Saved by McNally. One breakpoint chance left. Is Eala limping? I don't know. Maybe it's a blister or something. I have no idea. Down the line backhand from Eala. And McNally can't defend that one. There's the break for Eala. 3-2. We got 3 consecutive breaks. I agree with you, Epa Rokua. McNally plays way better than 70. I can see her in the top 30, but like I said, you need a big result. You need to go deep. Trainer is out for Eala. Let's see what's going on with her foot. Hi Trek 444, good to see you in here. What time is it now in the Philippines? Oh, it doesn't look like a blister. That's concerning for Eala. Looks like some kind of pain in the foot on the outside. That's concerning. $10 a.m. in the Philippines right now. Okay, got it. That's a good time to watch a tennis match. Nice early in the morning. Although it would be better to watch it at night. It's concerning that the foot hurts in this way. I was actually kind of hoping for Eala for it to be a blister because that's relatively harmless. She's feeling some kind of pain in her foot there. She's already taped up. And that looks like a blister tape job though, that she has there. I mean, she's still broken that game, was moving quite well, so I don't think she's like going to pull out of this. But certainly, yeah, tennis is tough, you know. Something's always hurting. A lot of times you can play through it, sometimes you can't. Anytime is good if Alex plays, yeah, I get it. But you guys have it rough with the time difference, you know? They're gonna tape up her foot. Let's try to see where she got hurt, if she did get hurt. Couldn't really see anything. It was weird, she took her shoe off there. That's just, oh yeah, she rolled her ankle. She rolled her ankle. She rolled her ankle. She rolled her ankle. That's what happened. She rolled her ankle, guys. I saw it. Didn't fully, you know, commit to that leg, thankfully. So didn't put all the pressure on that side, but she did roll her ankle towards the outside. I saw it. So that's what happened. It's probably nothing. It didn't look like I said, she didn't put enough pressure on there to damage anything, but it could be a little bit of a problem. Maybe it could even swell up a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna prevent her from playing in this tournament or in this match. She's feeling some pain, but the fact that she can still run is a good sign. But she did roll the ankle there. She did, I saw it. Let me turn on the Bencic Townsend match to see what's going on in that one. As we wait for Eala's foot to be taped up. Here we go, Townsend Bencic. 5-all in the second set, 15:40, what a time to tune in. 2 break points for Townsend. Ace from Bencic to save the first break point. That Nike shoe sucks. Poor support. Haven't tried that one yet because it's so ugly. You know, no offense to Eala, but that, I don't like the look of that swoosh all the way up to the front like that. But yeah, the shoes have gotten significantly worse from Nike. Some of them are horrendous. The Vapor 11 was decent, but yeah, the shoes are getting worse and worse from Nike. It's ridiculous. Both breakpoints saved by Bencic, and here's Eala running around. She's looking okay. I think the ankle is going to be fine. Up 3-2, testing the ankle. I think everything's going to be okay for Eala. She's serving up 6-3, 3-2 up a break. Challenge GP Pro is good. It's all right. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's great. It's all right. They made a huge mistake discontinuing or changing the Nike Zoom Vapor 9.5. They changed it to the new sole and the Zoom Vapor X. It was still okay. And then they completely got rid of it and came out with the Zoom Vapor Pro, which was absolute garbage. I mean, I've had like several pairs of that one. And maybe the models now are a little bit better than the Zoom Vapor Pro, but the Zoom Vapor Pro is one of the worst shoes. Did not like it at all. And there's Love 30. McNally with some strong forehands there. Nike shoes aren't made for female feet. They have women's shoes. They have women's shoes. It's not the same shoe. Tons of women wear Nike shoes on tour. Second serve from Eala. She missed the forehand to the net, and it's Love 40. Second serve from Eala. And there's a break for McNally. Eala loses her serve to Love. I should have that for you guys just tuning in now. Eala rolled her ankle and took an injury timeout after breaking serve. And there was quite a bit of a delay, and she came out a little bit cold after that. And of course, McNally playing well, making shots, putting pressure on her. Hi Anna, good to see you in here. Hey ATP 0101, good to see you in here. You have 6 Zoom Vapor Pros stocked up, nice. Forehand goes long for Eala, 15 love for sure. Injury timeout has broken the rhythm of Eala, no doubt about it. She's come out cold after that injury timeout. $15 love. And there's a fist bump from Eala down the line backhand. Pro shoes are completely different from the retail ones. They have an extra layer of carbon. No, that's just some pros. Like Federer had carbon fiber and what do you call it? The shank of the shoe in the middle. He did have that, and maybe some other players have special shoes made for him. But most ATP pros that you see that play with the retail versions. You have to understand that if you're not top 20 in the world, Nike doesn't even pay you. You just get the product. It's really, times have changed on the tours. Back in the day it was different, but you don't even get paid by Nike unless you're top 20 in the world. So if you see somebody ranked like 30, 40 and wearing Nike, they're just wearing the clothes, getting zero money for it. Now you think they're getting custom shoes? No. That's just for the top of the game. Momentum has shifted here. After the injury timeout, McNally with the drop shot, smart. Backhand volley put away, 4-3. Momentum has shifted big time in this one. Adams asks, can you explain why players play on overhead instead of making it bounced overhead? I suppose it's to take time away, but it appears a low percentage shot when compared to bounce overhead. It's a great question. It depends on the type of lob. So you can't let a topspin lob bounce because you'll end up retrieving backwards and you're going to make your life more difficult. So maybe if you have a ball that's extremely high, that's not a topspin lob, more of a defensive lob, flat, you have the option, if the ball is coming straight down and doesn't penetrate through the court, you can make the argument that it's better to let it bounce. I would agree with that. Let it bounce, you got an easier overhead than taking it out of the air, especially if it's very high. But anything that's penetrating more or hit with topspin, you cannot let bounce because the ball's penetrating, meaning you'll get pushed backwards. So you can't let it bounce. What do you think of the Defier, the launch angle specifically? You know, I reviewed it on my channel in depth. And, you know, I'm not, look, the string pattern 16 by 20, it's something that certainly gives you more access to spin if you possess a swing, topspin swing path. Certainly, it does that. But like I said, go watch my video. It's an in-depth review. It's a 12-minute video. I tested the racket for a long time, and I just watched the video. I can't really get into it now. Forehand on fire right now from McNally, not missing anything. Eala playing well, cross-court forehand. And she needs to change momentum now. She's pumping up the crowd. 15 love. That was a very strong rally from Eala, and she was moving well in that one. Which program do you use for editing tennis matches? I don't use any program. All manual editing. $30 love. That's a huge game for Eala right here. She's got to flip this little momentum switch right here. Townsend and Bencic in the second set tiebreak. Townsend won the first set 7-6. Down 3-2 in the second set tiebreak. Serving. Eala 6-3. 3-4 in the second. 30 love. Serving. And there's a forehand return error from McNally. First mistake in a very long time for McNally. 40 love. Backhand winner from Eala, and we're 4-all. Love hold. That was huge right there. And you better believe she's going to put pressure right here to get the break. That's a beautiful slice serve. McNally returned that thing from here. It's a beautiful slice serve right there. Bencic up a mini break in the second set tiebreak. It's a battle over there. Second serve. And I check out my latest video. I talk about Alcaraz, exactly what you're talking about there. I talk about it. My latest wrap-up video from yesterday. There's an inside-in forehand winner from Eala, one of her favorite returns. Inside in, on the deuce side, clean winner. What a return. She gets her body into that one. That's an unbelievable return, guys. That is such a rip return. It's a clean winner, love 15. The return is something else from Eala. I'm working on making a video on the Eala return very soon on my channel. Eala upping the pressure. McNally playing well. Down the line forehand winner from McNally. Eala runs it down but can't get to it. 15-all. High level tennis right now. McNally playing exceptional tennis here. And mind you, she's down 6-3. It's 4-all. She could easily lose this like 3-4. Some of the best tennis I've ever seen from McNally in this one. Has not played a poor match. That forehand from McNally is something else. Slice serve from McNally. Slice backhand. And she misses her two-handed backhand. Does not hit that well. Doesn't finish it properly. Hits it off the frame. 15-30. 93% of you think that Eala is going to win this. I asked the question at the beginning of the match. And Bencic wins the second set 7-6. They're going 3. Beautiful cross-court backhand from Eala. McNally misses her forehand into the net. 15-40, 2 breakpoint chances. We'll go into depth when she's too fast on the return. We'll go into depth. There's going to be a long-form video dedicated to the Eala return. Tennis Teuton. I bought what do you call it? Like was a sound machine, or it's like a, I don't know what it's called. I bought one of those things. I haven't set it up yet. I've had it for about a month. I have not had the chance to set it up yet. But I am going to work on making these lives a little bit more exciting. I'm going to put in sound effects. I will try to make these better, guys. I'm working on it. Maybe I'll figure out how to use that thing this week and I'll introduce it. We will see. Would you agree that Madison Keys has the best forehand on the WTA Tour? No, I don't think so. Maybe one of the fastest. Certainly a dangerous forehand. 30-40, breakpoint Eala. And there's a backhand goes into the net from McNally, and Eala gets the second break point, converts it. She's up 5-4, serving for the match. Yeah, the soundboard. Yeah, soundboard. That's it. Thank you, Eperukua. Yeah, soundboard. I got one. I got a good one. And we'll see. I'll use it. I don't know what the ceiling is of Eala. I don't know. I don't look at it that way. I look at it like from what she has now, strengths and weaknesses. I've often said that, you know, in the past, the serve, it's going to be difficult for her to win a Grand Slam with a serve that can sometimes be too soft. But I've seen great improvements on her service games and the serve itself. So I've changed my mind on Eala very recently. I first said that I think she can be top 20. That was like as late as Wimbledon. I said top 20, and after Washington, I said I firmly believe now that she can be top 10. Listen, she has one of the best returns in the world. I don't know how much more she can improve her serve, but she can certainly make a deep run at a slam. I don't know if she can win one. I don't know. It's hard to say. I would say top 10 right now would be a great goal. And just see how her game develops. I really don't want to make any bombastic statements that she can be number 1. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. But I'm pretty certain she can make top 10 now. I didn't think so like after Wimbledon, even though she beat Iga there. Top 20 would be a fantastic ranking for her. Eala up 6-3, 5-4, serving for the match. Second serve. Other than Eala, who are some up-and-coming players to watch? Check out Korneeva. It's a junior. She took out Iva Jovic today in straight sets. Very good player. Was number 1 junior in the world. Backhand down the line from Eala. Good slice, defensive slice from McNally. Another slice backhand from McNally. And Eala curls that forehand a little bit too wide. Misses it, love 15. Can Eala go deep in this tournament? Well, she plays the winner of Bencic against Townsend. So certainly she can win that. But then in a quarter, she would play Goff. And that's a huge roadblock right there. So if Goff makes it there, of course. But I think Goff plays Korneeva. I'm not sure. So, yeah. I don't know. She can. I don't know. I don't know. Can she beat Goff? I don't know. Good return. Can she beat Bencic? That's going to be tough too. I take it one match at a time. I can't look that far ahead. I can't. I said that she was going to win the tournament in Washington. I don't know if I can say it here. I just have my doubts. I think she can beat Bencic or Townsend, but I have my doubts that she can beat Goff. She has to first beat McNally. It's love 30 on the Eala serving for the match. So let's not get ahead. There's a backhand error. There's love 40. As I've said many times, break consolidation is an issue for a lot of players, not just Eala, but it's especially a thing that I'm looking for in the Eala game. When she's at her best, she holds comfortably after breaking. And when she's not playing her best, she often gets broken after she breaks. Now, Eala often returns well, so that part of the game is very steady, but the serve recently has gotten a lot better, but it's still the part of her game that's not so steady, right? And she saves the first break point. McNally curls the forehand, but it goes a little bit long. First break point chance left. First break point chance saved. 2 left for Eala. And Eala goes for that down the line backhand winner. Misses it into the net. And we got a break of serve. 5-all in the second set. Like I said in the very beginning, I thought McNally was going to be a very difficult opponent for Eala, and it turned out that way. This is a very difficult match, as McNally is playing well. Slice drop, backhand drop shot from McNally. Lob goes in, Eala runs it down, pops up a high ball, goes long, 15 love. What a combo of shots there from McNally. She, just like Eala, has a wide repertoire of shots. Thank you, ATP 101. Thank you. McNally overhits the forehand long, and it's 15-all. Hit that with the frame off center. I don't know about frame, but off center for sure on that forehand. Good serve from McNally. And a forehand return error from Eala. Hit that off center as well. 30-15. Strong return from Eala there. Down the line backhand very deep from Eala. Forehand deep again. McNally loops the ball. Eala cross-court backhand makes McNally run. That's a cross-court battle. Forehand to backhand. And bounce overhead winner McNally. Such a strong point there from McNally. What a point there. And that cross-court backhand, Eala backhand to McNally forehand exchange was fun to watch, but McNally was the better player there. Was able to turn defense into offense on one of the forehands, and then eventually got better positioning and was able to come to the net and put away the easy bounce overhead. 40-15. Where's your cat? The cats were here before. I don't know. They went sleeping probably. I don't know where they are. That's a nice backhand cross-court return from Eala. Forces the error from McNally, 40-30. That backhand looked like it was going to go long, but it landed on the line. Slice backhand from McNally. She runs around the backhand with the forehand there. Very strong shot. Cross-court forehand winner from McNally, and she holds up 6-5 in the second set. And the next service game from Eala is going to be very difficult. She will serve to stay in the set. I'm surprised as Hodar Shelton people are giving a higher chance they would win this tournament without considering or mentioning Menchik. Look at him. It's like Menchik obviously has the potential to win this whole thing. He's a ATP 1000 champion after all, but it's been weird to figure out Menchik this year. Like he beat Sinner in Doha, which is incredible, but there's so many up and down results. Semis of Roland Garros, I didn't think he played great there though in that semifinal. And then after that, there's been some sketchy performances from him. It's been such a weird year. And, you know, quite frankly, he could have easily lost to Navona at Roland Garros as well. But, you know, kudos to him. He played a great match against Fonseca at Roland Garros. So I understand why people are not picking him to go all the way here, but he could turn it around. I'm personally excited about Fonseca. I thought he played really well in the second set today against Ruud. Really improved his level. The first set was not good from both players, and Ruud had many chances, but Fonseca was clutch in the important moments of that first set, and then second set he just raised his level and was the better player there. And another guy that's playing really well is Hodar. I think Hodar right now, very dangerous. Menchik played so well today. I didn't see it. Okay, yeah, look, Menchik, like I said, you got to respect Menchik's level. On paper, this guy is the real deal, Menchik. It's a guy with a monster serve. He's got the feel. He's got everything. Now, some people say doesn't have a good forehand. I think the forehand is amazing. He's gotten a lot better. Unbelievable backhand. Crazy serve. Guy's got everything. And what a defensive shot there from Eala, but volley skills galore at the net from McNally. And she put pressure on Eala right off the bat with that return. It's a big forehand. And it kind of looks like Eala won't be able to get out of this game. Let's see. But McNally applying the pressure. And an error from Eala, love 30. Another crazy good return from McNally, this time a winner cross court. Love 40, the first serve letting Eala down in this very crucial moment. Love 40. and a backhand error from Eala, her game collapsing in this particular game, but you can kind of just sense that this was going to happen after the first point. Like I said, and we're going 3, guys. McNally, after that injury timeout, when she was down a break 3-2, completely flipped this match. Was the better player, basically. And she gets the second set. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next. Guys, we're going to be right back, okay? We're going to take a little break, and then we'll get into the third set. You stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, okay? Townsend benches 1-all in the third, 40-all. And we got a couple of battles on our hands here, guys. This will be tough for Eala, no doubt about it. And you have to acknowledge what flipped the match. It's that injury. And I'm not saying that that's the only reason, but that was the moment where the match flipped. And Eala's energy level dropped. Maybe she cooled off a little bit from that medical timeout she took at 3-2. But as we saw in the slow-mo footage, she did roll her ankle in that previous game. So who knows how much the ankle hurts. And she fought really hard in that second set, but her level did drop a little bit. And McNally's level went up. And she got the second set 7-5. I think it's going to be a very difficult set to win for Eala. She'll have to dig very deep. And I don't even know where Eala is. Does she go off the court? McNally looks top fit, by the way. Eala could be tired also. She played a lot of tennis in the last week and a half. A lot of tennis. She even played doubles in this one. And somebody says here, Cat Tan says Eala should not have played doubles. I 100% agree. After she won the tournament, she pulled out of doubles in Washington. She was supposed to play with Venus there. And she pulled out without having played a tournament since Wimbledon to perform better in Washington. And then maybe out of an obligation to Venus, she ended up signing up again in Toronto. I don't know. Or maybe they agreed upon that before. I don't know the details there, but maybe she felt bad pulling out on Venus 2 times in a row. So out of a sense of obligation, she ended up playing. But if it was a mistake in Washington, and she correctly pulled out of that one, it certainly is a mistake after you win Washington to play doubles in Montreal. So yeah, I agree with you. Who was it? Cat Tan. I agree with you, Cat Tan. That was a mistake. Because she played a lot of tennis. She could have used that day off. Instead of playing doubles, she could have had a day off. So don't forget though, Eala is a big fighter. She doesn't give up. Huge fighter. And she's going to be giving it her best effort. I can guarantee you that. McNally serving first in the third. A lot of belief still in the comment section for Eala. 82% of you think she's going to win the third set. McNally with a strong defensive forehand there, rips it deep. Draws the error from Eala. 15 love. There's a backhand passing shot from Eala off that slice approach shot from McNally. 15 all. Swiatek Kostyuk, I'm going to be live streaming that. I think it's on at 12 or 12:30. I'm going to be live streaming that one tomorrow. That's going to be a fun match to watch. Very important match for Iga. She played well so far here in the first couple of matches. Big return there from Eala, 15-30. And a lot of intensity on that return as well. That's nice to see from Eala. Another forehand error from McNally, and 15-40, 2 break point chances for Eala. And a wild forehand error from McNally there. A couple of forehands there in a row. Especially the one on breakpoint was wild. She hit it very hard, but late, and didn't hit it clean. And there's a break for Eala. Up 1-love in the third. Benches up a break in the third on Townsend. $15-love, that's huge right there from Eala. That is huge. Beautiful half volley there from McNally. What a shot. How fun is McNally as a player though? Like, she could be a superstar potentially. Imagine McNally in the top 20 or top 10 with this versatility. Exceptional transitional skills. Hands at the net. Awesome forehand. There's a volley error from Eala. It's not that hard of a volley there. Backhand pass from McNally was hard, although it was right to Eala and was above the level of the net. 15-30. How's your recovery going? You talking about my calf? Talking about my calf injury? Great forehand return from McNally there. Eala ripping the backhand and draws the error, forehand error from McNally, 30-all. That was huge right there. A Scorpio 123 PS. What are you talking about? My calf? My calf recovery? Second serve from Eala. It still hurts, the Scorpio. But I've been able to play a little bit. I just kind of stationary hitting, and I would run a little bit left and right and bounce around a little bit on my toes, and hasn't really been hurting that much. Even ran on the sand a couple days ago. It's been okay, but I'm still cautious and I'm still feeling some pain like afterwards. But I am planning to play potentially this week or next. I'm planning to play Andre, which is really stupid, I know. And there's a hold for Eala, humongous hold right there. Monster hold. 2-love. I'm planning to play Andre, which is so stupid because there's a chance I'll hurt my calf again because he'll make me run a lot, the lefty. But I'm recording something different with Andre, and I'll probably play him. And just kind of a test. I'll record for sure. And I'll test it out before. I'll probably like play some points with someone before. And yeah, I'm trying to come back and feature some matches. We're due to our third match, Andre and I. Last time we played was a year ago, so it's been a year since I played him. That forehand is something else from McNally. Piece of art. Amazing forehand. Clean down the line winner. Heavy too. Nelly's got a nice service motion too. Nice loading position, nice lag serve. Say it, probably the weakest part of her game is the two-handed backhand. She manipulates it a little too much. Works with the hands too much instead of using the whole body to swing. Nice slice. Her slice backhand is very good though. Like there, great return from Eala cross court. McNally with a perfect down the line slice. Down the line backhand from Eala. Defensive slice from McNally. And another beautiful forehand there, this time cross court. Eala can't get to the ball at the net. McNally holds. Eala up 2-1 in the third, up a break. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Eala is having a really bad game. She will be lucky to pull this off. McNally is good in rally. No, Eala is not having a bad. This is a high quality match. Eala is playing well. Again, if you haven't been tuned into this live stream or watching the match, she rolled her ankle in a 2-all game and ended up breaking anyway. And at 3-2, she took an injury timeout, and that derailed Eala's game big time. She came out flat after that. McNally raised her game, but This has not been a poor match from Eala, far from it. It's been a high-quality match. McNally's playing well. It's a down-the-line forehand winner from McNally off a backhand cross-court approach from Eala, love 15. Second serve. Forehand on absolute fire right now from McNally, doing a lot of damage. Inside out, then inside in, two very heavy, especially the inside in one. And it's love 30. Forehand error this time from McNally. Nice backhand from Eala. Slice serve from Eala, very well placed there. Takes McNally off the court, and the backhand side will produce more errors from McNally, especially if she's hitting backhands, defensive backhands. So that's a great tactic right there, slicing that serve out wide with a good placement close to the line. 30 all. This is a monster game from Eala right here. Slice from McNally. Eala targeting the backhand. There's a change of height from McNally. Down the line backhand McNally. Cross-court forehand. Backhand winner from Eala. 40-30. Beautiful rally from Eala there. 40-30. Backhand error from Eala. 40 all. Second serve. What a rally that was. McNally overhits her forehand. She had the Eala under a lot of trouble in this one. A beautiful deep slice and a great cross-court backhand. The forehand from Eala looked like it was going to go long, the defensive shot. Then a very defensive backhand that lands short. But the fact that it was so short inside the service line threw off McNally, who overhits the forehand. Sails it long, and here's add in. What a battle this is. Would you consider using calf compression socks to help me when I had shin splints? I shared the link, but I don't think it was sent here. Yeah, no links are allowed in the chat. But yeah, I could definitely use that. I have some of those. I could also tape it up. That would be another option. And a deep backhand, very central deep backhand from Eala. Forces the forehand error from McNally, hits the forehand a little bit late. And that's a monster hold right there from Eala. 3-1 in the third. What a battle, guys. This is a crazy battle that we're seeing right here. It is a crazy battle, guys. How long has the match been? Let me check that real quick. It's been 2 hours and 9 minutes. Seems longer than that, doesn't it? It seems way longer than that, but it's been 2 hours and 9 minutes. This is where Eala will try to get the double break, insurance break. She's going to put a lot of pressure right here. Eala for president. That's funny. There it is. Down the line forehand passing shot. Winner from Eala, love 15. She kind of drew in McNally there with that backhand slice. McNally responded with a slice backhand approach shot. And Eala with a couple of nice shots. And she overhits the return there. That was a good serve from McNally, 15-all. Kostiuk Swiatek is going to be wild tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I don't know what to think about that one. So hard to predict. Eala, for the second time, overhits the backhand long. 30-15. And the third backhand goes long in a row from Eala. Very uncharacteristic there. 40-15. And forehand return error from Eala. Eala stretching out something. Eala still up a break here, but look, this match still wide open, wide open. Benčić up 4-3 in the third, serving against Townsend. It's a perfect topspin lob from Townsend there. You know, speaking of versatility, you know who I really miss on tour is Haley Baptiste. She had that horrible knee injury at the Roland Garros. So tough. And I think it was ACL, right, that she tore, something like that. You're going to be out for like 6 months or something. So brutal, but we miss her on tour because she's kind of like a version of McNally, but with even better in a lot of ways. And she had a phenomenal year. The chat is very confident that Eala is going to take this third set. 89% think that Eala is going to take the third. And mind you, after that second set didn't look good for Eala. So high confidence in Eala here in the chat. Eala serving, up 3-2, up a break. Nice backhand down the line from Eala. Forehand slice. That's not enough. When you're coming into the McNally forehand, who hits a very comfortable down the line passing shot. Love 15. Slice backhand from McNally. And Eala overhits the backhand. And it's love 30. Second serve. McNally hits the backhand return and comes to the net immediately, but overhits that volley. And it's 15-30. Good play for McNally, but she didn't hit that return clean enough. Still had a good opportunity there with the volley, but overhit it. Big serve from Eala there. Into the forehand from McNally, who frames it. 30 all. Thompson broke back in the third set, 4 all. Wow, it's a battle over there as well. And forehand error from McNally into the net, 40-30. This is so huge for Eala to get out of this game. That would be humongous for Eala to get out of this game because she was in a lot of trouble there at love 30. And Eala misses that cross-court backhand a little bit wide, 40 all. Yeah, it's a nice backhand from Eala. Really ripped that thing. And that's been working against a lot of opponents. That those deep, flat backhands have drawn a lot of mistakes out of opponents. And it certainly drew that forehand error from McNally, that strong backhand from Eala. Add in. Camila Giorgi is returning in 2027. Has the game surpassed her? No, I don't think it surpassed her. I don't know. Wow, what a forehand from Eala there. Stays low, crouches down, redirects down the line for a winner, and holds. 4-2 in the third. But everything was set up with that beautiful curling slice serve that got McNally on the stretch on that backhand return. And that's a wonderful play right there from Eala. Slice serve out wide, forehand down the line. Eala 2 games away from the match. Shank from McNally. Eala runs it down. Overhead, but that ball was long, I think. Yeah, it was long, 15 love. Wow, what a return there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me from Eala? I need the speed radar on that thing. Wow. That's an insane return, guys. Look at that. Look at that. She absolutely rips that thing. She takes a full cut on that thing. 15 all. Inside in, of course. Very good return on the forehand there. Through the middle of the court. Very deep. Draws the error from McNally. She overpowers McNally. Pushes her back. 15-30. Strong cross-court forehand from Eala. Cross-court backhand. McNally slides. And it's 15-40. 2 breakpoint chances for a double break for Eala. Eala really ripping now from the back of the court. Opening up her game. Oh, that return was incredible. That backhand return at 15 love. That thing was incredible. Second serve from McNally. Eala again goes full blast on the forehand return, overhits it, and it's 30-40. Strong serve from McNally there. McNally comes to the net. Chance for Eala here to pass, but she can't angle the ball enough on that cross-court attempt. And McNally with a nice volley right there inside out. A little bit of side spin. Eala can't get to the pass. 2 breakpoint chances saved. 40 all. It's a huge game for McNally right here because she will give herself chances to break if she can get out of this game. So this is crucial right here. Inside out, forehand miss from Eala. Add in. Eala blasting the return right now. You know, she had a look at a return at 15-40. She overhit it, but don't necessarily think that was a bad play. You know, she's highly capable of making the return. Strong rally from Eala there, but she does give a shorter ball to McNally, who misses a relatively easy forehand, goes inside out, and hits the top of the tape. It did not lift it enough, and back to deuce. Second serve. Very strong forehand from McNally there. Cross-court return from Eala, and McNally goes cross-court forehand for a winner. Add in. This is some game right here. It's a battle. True Tennis Club, I quit coffee. Haven't had any in a while. Probably like 3 weeks. I am sleeping better. Yeah, I am. For sure. And a pretty good return there from Eala, inside in. But misses a tad wide. Maybe she was just a tad too far away from the ball there. Was reaching slightly. But it's a very strong hold from McNally there. And it's 4-3. Eala 2 games away from the match. Up a break, but still think McNally will have a great chance to break. Benches serving for the match at 5-4. She was able to break Townsend at 4-all. Townsend with a Eala style return winner off a second serve. Down the line, forehand return winner from Townsend. Benches with that reverse lag serve. Now racket goes up in the trophy first and then the toss. And there's a half-court backhand error. The entire court was open for Benches. She dumps it into the net. 15-30. It's the winner of that match. Townsend Benches will play the winner of this match. So, all right, here we go. Eala serving at 4-3. Down the line forehand, very strong from Eala, 15-love. She ripped that thing. Townsend overhits the backhand inside in. Misses it wide, 30-all there. Benches 2 points away from the match. And McNally overhits the backhand out of a rally. 30-love. Like I said before, like more errors come off the backhand wing from McNally. Not that the backhand is necessarily that bad, but it's a smart area to target for Eala. 30-love. Exactly what the doctor prescribed. There's a couple of nice points to start this service game. Go up 30-love. Nothing better than that. Slice down the tee from Eala. Good decision. Hit it a little bit wide. Second serve. A strong return there from McNally. Eala misses the forehand into the net. 30-15. And Bencic wins. Takes out Townsend. Bencic will play the winner of this match. Slice serve from Eala. Forehand cross court. Backhand inside in. Squash shot from McNally. And Eala takes care of business off that squash shot that landed inside the service line. Hits a down the line backhand winner. And with 40-15. I agree, Pete. McNally has great versatility. No doubt about it. And there's like a forehand slice shot from Eala. Is able to bring McNally in, who overhits the backhand slice approach shot. And here's the hold from Eala. 5-3. She's one game away from taking this match. And it's been how long? 2 hours, 32 minutes. Somehow it seems a lot longer than that. Slice back in from Eala again. High forehand from McNally. Eala takes that high ball early, goes down the line but misses wide. 15-love. Slice back in from McNally. Another one, 2 in a row. And Eala misses the backhand off a very heavy forehand from McNally. 30-love. Very strong forehand from McNally there, cross court. Beautiful forehand. 40-love. Nice kick serve from McNally. Eala with the down the line forehand return off a reverse finish. Very strong shot. Draws the error from McNally. 40-15. It's a wild first serve error from McNally there. Second serve. a beautiful forehand there from McNally. Good defense from Eala. That hits the forehand down the line, but McNally too strong. It's a cross-court forehand winner. Holds, and Eala will serve for the match at 5-4 in the third. All right, let's see here. We're going to end this poll right here. So remember the number. 87% of you thought at the beginning of the third that Eala was going to win. So let's see how many of you think that she will hold. All right. Will Eala hold at 5-4 in the third? Let's see. It certainly will be very interesting, this game. Very strong forehand from Eala off a curler serve. And it looked like McNally was first ready to hit a forehand return, maybe a forehand chip, but then the ball was so lively she ended up hitting a backhand. Not strong enough, and Eala rips the forehand very confidently cross court. McNally cannot get the ball back in play. 15 love. Eala 3 points away from the victory. Beautifully constructed point there from Eala. Another rip into the backhand corner. Another rip into the backhand corner with the forehand. High backhand cross court. Down the line backhand. McNally playing defense. And a forehand drop shot winner from Eala. Perfectly timed, perfect shot selection right there. No chance to get to that ball for McNally, and it's 30 love. Eala 2 points away from the win. That was great shot selection. That was the right time to use a drop shot. And she mishit that backhand. Didn't look like the body wasn't involved on that one. It was like all arms, which is somewhat the case when you crouch down to some extent, but just really mishit that ball. 30-15, and Eala makes up for it with a very strong cross-court backhand that pulls McNally off the court. She squash shots the forehand, can't control it, goes long. It was all set up a deep backhand that went on the baseline. And we got 2 match points for Eala. Eala taking this match, not depending on errors from McNally. She's playing aggressive. Taking this match from her. First serve goes on the line, backhand to forehand from Eala. McNally overhits the forehand and Eala wins. 6-4 in the third. A very difficult match against McNally. As expected, by the way. We said it here prior to the match starting. McNally, one of the most underrated players on the WTA Tour. Doesn't get talked about enough, in my opinion. A very versatile player, fun to watch, great looking strokes. Nice looking forehand serve, versatile backhand, very clean slice, good volleyer. Very good match for McNally. Nice sportsmanship there at the net too. This was a high-level match. Now, of course, there was that dip in form from Eala after she rolled her ankle at 2-all in the second set. She took an injury timeout at 3-2, came out a little bit flat after that, but then recovered incredibly in that third set. Incredibly. And this was just a tough match from Eala, very tough match. I'm very surprised she got through this, to be really honest with you, because at some point, like, you got to run out of gas, you would think, you know, but Eala still appears to have a lot left in the tank. After all these matches, even doubles yesterday. Now, let me tell you something. Bencic will be a very difficult match for Eala. Very difficult match. First and foremost, you know, she did roll her ankle, so sometimes you play on adrenaline, and the thing can swell up today, and it can be swollen tomorrow. She, of course, is probably going to get it checked out to see if there's any damage. If there is some damage, don't be surprised if she pulls out of this tournament, because she did roll her ankle. So that's first and foremost. Let's say that there's no damage and the ankle is fine. It's going to be a difficult match against Bencic. Bencic is a clean ball striker, but I would give the edge to Eala in that one, I'll be honest. I'll give the edge still slightly to Eala. I think it might be another 3-set battle, but I think if she gets through that, there's a huge roadblock waiting, and that's Coco Gauff. That's going to be tough. But again, a spectacular performance from Eala. She's developing right in front of our eyes. These are such important victories. As important that tournament title was in Washington, D.C., where she won her first tournament and beat like incredible players, right? Shang Olympic champion, Fernandez last year champion in Washington, Svitolina Rome champion this year, top 10 player. She beat Osaka in the semis, a 4-time Grand Slam champion, and then of course beat world number 3 Jessica Pegula in the final. Huge title, very impressive, but I'm just as impressed with these two gritty matches here in Toronto against players that she should beat on paper, comfortably in straight sets, and these players came out playing well. I thought Parks played an exceptional second set. McNally played a great match here, and Eala gritted out these two victories, and they're, to me, just as impressive because they show growth in a player, they show mental strength, and these are very important victories for Eala. Let's quickly look at the rankings, shall we? Let's see where Eala is going to end up after this. She's for sure going to keep rising. I would guesstimate it to be 18 or something like that. Well, it still says 20. So according to Live Tennis Rankings, she will not advance higher. She's going to be stuck at 20 even with the 4th round here, round of 16 in Toronto. Alexandrova, look who's in front of her though. Look how tough WTA is. Okay, I'll read you the rankings. So Eala is 20 now. Look who's in front of her. Alexandrova 19, Kristea 18, Mboko 17, Jovic 16, Schneider 15, Osaka 14, Paolini 13, Bencic 12, Kostyuk 11, and Anisimova 10. Look at the strength between 10 and 20. That's what I'm telling you. WTA is so unbelievably strong right now. There are so many great players. It's incredible how strong it is. So, you know, I think top 10 is possible for Eala, but it's not going to be easy now. It's going to be tough to get up there. So just one spot at a time. You know, one match at a time, one spot at a time. Let's now take a quick look at the schedule tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I'll be doing. I definitely want to stream the Swiatek match. I've not talked about Eala at all this tournament. I do want to cover that match tomorrow. So I'll do, wait a second, this is not correct. It's going to be 12:30 Kostyuk Swiatek. I'll do that one. And I might do Svitolina and Isamova, but I'm not 100% sure. On the men's side, I will honestly probably skip tomorrow, but let me see. We got Borges Darderi, we got Rinderknecht Nakashima, we got Lehechka Hodar. I might do Lehechka Hodar, maybe. We'll see. There's Nori Feast after that. I don't know. I'll definitely do the Swiatek match, and then we'll see about another match tomorrow. All right, guys? This was a blast, as always. Let me quickly go through the chat a little bit here, see what you guys are saying. Have not had any questions. Oh, well, let's check the poll out. Let's see here. Let's see what you guys said. Let's check it out. Wow, you guys are good. Will Eala hold a 5-4 in the third? 86% said yes, correctly so. Amazing. You guys are so good at these polls. I'm going to keep doing them. Like somebody asked today, I'm working on the sound board. We're going to include some sound effects and stuff like that. Now, if you watched the beginning today, it was such a disaster. Man, that was so bad. It wasn't in this one, but in the other one. In the Fonseca Rude live stream. I show up over here, and first and foremost, I forgot to turn on my mic, so that's number one, so it was completely muted. And the camera wasn't working at all. And so I had to figure that out. And then once I figured the camera out, like I had to reinstall everything. All the score was gone from the screen, everything was gone. And then Lucy jumps in my lap, which is so rare. She never does that. She was in my lap as I was trying to fix this. And I think she was trying to help. And it was a rough start, a really poor start. I wish I could delete that, but I won't. I mean, I could, there's an editor. But I'll keep it there. You guys can enjoy that beginning of that first stream. It was so bad. But I think after that it was pretty smooth. The dual stream worked well. And that's about that, guys. I'm gonna log out of here and eat dinner now. It's 11:33. Eating dinner the Croatian way, late, or let's say the Dalmatian way. And I'm eating late, but I gotta eat something, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow for the Iga against Marta match, 12:30. Okay? See you guys then. Make sure to turn the notifications on after you have subscribed to Intuitive Tennis. Do my Babolat giveaway on Instagram. Follow me there. Hit like on that video. Tag 2 people in the comments. And also subscribe to Intuitive Tennis Premium by using the Nightbot, guys. Don't be afraid of the Nightbot. That's me. All right? I'm the Nightbot. I'm in the chat as the Nightbot. Hope you understand that. And I'll see you guys then, okay? You take it easy.